What is up, guys? What's up, y'all? It is indeed not Wednesday, because if it was, this video would have been up by then. I just had a super duper rough week. Definitely the testing of strengths, but I think the worst is over. But y'all, today I wanted to talk to y'all about my fitness journey. I'm probably gonna put some pictures in here so y'all can see what your girl was working with. I definitely would say I have been on this journey for about 5 years. It's been an experience, and I realized that a weight loss journey is nothing but a journey of self-discovery, and in my mind, you know, a journey of God's love and just learning who you are. So to start off, we'll talk about my weight loss journey. I was always, you know, about late elementary school, I was always like chunkier, thicker than most kids. I was always overweight when we went to the nurse's office, so I hated going to the nurse's office. And it really put like a dent on my self-esteem, just in general. And then on top of that, you know, I was always the only black girl in class, but you know,
you get used to that when you go to a lot of PWIs. So you know, it kind of started from there, but I had always noticed that I was never truly comfortable and okay with how my body looked, and I personally, you know, just didn't feel good about it. And there were many things that were factors in me starting to believe that I was not enough, beautiful, pretty, and weight was literally number one. At about, I would say, middle school age, I started playing sports. So I started playing volleyball, I started doing cheerleading, I was in dance classes. Like, I was just trying to be super duper active. Not necessarily did it make me lose weight doing those things. Maybe it did, I don't know. But it definitely kept me active so I wouldn't gain any extras. But still, like, I felt like it was one of those things where it just kind of didn't do anything to my weight. It just made sure I was just kind of stagnant in whatever it was. I would say it started 2014. I was 16, 17, turning 17 years old. And I was just tired of being ashamed of things that I knew that I could change. But also I was tired of being ashamed of things that I couldn't change. So I went in my room one night and I made a list of all of the things about me that were gonna be set in stone. Like, no matter what happens, this will not change. But then there's other things that I was like, okay, I can change this. And I made that list, and the number one thing on that list was weight. So I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna do this. Like, if I'm gonna lose weight, I'm gonna lose weight. And I want to do it in my own timing, the own way, because I never wanted to have a trainer. I didn't want anyone telling me how to work out and stuff, because even though, like, you know, people can help you push the limit,
no one truly knows your limit like you know your limit. Like, you can know and get to your limit, but like, you can also stop yourself from getting to that limit before you reach that limit that makes you pass out. You know what I'm saying?
So I always wanted to do this on my own, because I knew if I did it myself that would just make me so much stronger, because like, within myself I was able to courage up the strength and faith in God that He was going to help me do these things. So that's what I did. Now, I'm about 16 or 17. My grandmother, she had a Planet Fitness membership. Never used it. And so I used it. And I would go to the gym every day, 5 a.m. I would drive before school, and I would go every day. I would work out, go home. My eating Nah, I didn't really change it like that. So that was like mistake number one. But you know, my eating, I changed it. So not really. But I worked out super hard. I worked out for about 45 minutes to an hour, 5 days a week, and I rested on Saturdays and Sundays. And so I did that for about 5, 6, 7 months straight. Now, at the end of the 7 months, I started seeing results. I started seeing that I was losing pounds. But my main way of losing weight was weight training. And I just didn't like cardio. I wasn't a fan, y'all. Like, I'm still not really a fan, but I'm learning to love cardio in different ways. But you know, the Lord is still working on me in that area. So, but weight training was like, oh my goodness, I just loved it. I fell in love with it. I saw results quicker, honestly. So like, that's just how it is. So I started weight training, and I realized that I was getting sore a lot because I worked out 5 days a week every day. So I was talking to my dad and my mom, and they were like, you probably should just like push it back to like maybe 3-4 days a week, since you're doing weight training, and you know, you burn more calories weight training and all those things and whatnot. So I'm like, cool, I guess so. My heaviest weight, I never told anyone this, by the way, but my heaviest weight that I was ever was 221 pounds. And that was when I was like 16 or 17 years old. So yeah, I was like 221. When I started working out and like eating right, within the first within the first month, I probably lost like 3-4 pounds in the first month. So that moved me like 217. Then the next 3 months would go by and I'd be like 211. So like that was like another 4. Ooh, my math is totally wrong. That was like another 6 pounds. So in total, that was like 10 pounds I lost in a period of like 7 months. And like I said, I was going at my own pace. You know, I wasn't trying to push myself too much, but I was just trying to go at a workable pace, and a pace that I liked and enjoyed. And so then we get to month 8. I'm not going as much, but I'm definitely still going. And from then on till we get to a year, I got down to 209. So I started at 221 and I got to 209, which means I lost 12 pounds. Yes, 12 pounds was how much I lost in a year. After that, y'all, I was addicted. Like, I was addicted to weight training specifically, but I definitely just loved going to the gym. It made me feel so good, and I just felt so powerful and so strong and just much more confident about how things were gonna go, because I was in control and I was making these things happen. God ultimately was giving me the strength to do these things, but He was able to do that through me, and I just felt so good about it. And you know, it just got a lot of people off of my back about it, because I know how it is, y'all. Like, people make the fat jokes, people talk about how big you are, how much you like to eat, how much, you know, those things, those words really hurt you and they stick with you a lot. And you know, I heard those words many times, and even though they were in joking fashions, they still got to me, because deep down I believed that they were true. I believed that I was fat. I believed that I was overweight. I believed that no one was gonna ever want to be with me. I believed my worth was in what I looked like. And so I'm just so glad during that time of, you know, transforming my body, God was also transforming my heart and my mind. And so that was the greatest thing about, you know, that first year of weight loss. In pounds anyways. And so of actual weight loss. Now, I know I said this is like a 5-year journey, but the first like 2 years, it was just me, like. So, okay, the first 2 years, I worked out in the basement. I watched these X-Hit videos on YouTube, and I watched Kiara Lachey's ab workouts and routines, and I would just do them in the basement early mornings, 5 a.m. before school. Or I would run it in place with the Nike thing because I was too scared to run outside. So I would run in place until I got to a mile. And y'all don't believe the grind was real earlier. Year 4 of the transformation, which would have been 2018, I just got into this routine of just going to the gym. Like, I started to see so many good results that, like, honestly, I was just very pleased with how I looked. And I was learning way more about how the body works and how my body works and how my body type works and how what's the good workouts to do. Just not really looking at the scale anymore because honestly, your girl, I'm a thick girl, and that's just how it is. But like, I just really wanted to focus on toning my body and just feeling really good because my body is super beautiful. I love it so much. But like, yeah, there's just things I wanted to do. I wanted to be in control of what I wanted my body to look like. The little things that we're taught that seem cliche matter so much. And I didn't realize that until I got to this point in my life where I was in the hospital because of a life change that I thought was going to be healthy for me that ended up turning into something that, you know, benefited me and allowed me to see, oh, this is what was wrong with me the whole time. Or, you know, and sometimes it takes that, but I would never want anyone to have to go through the hospital to realize that they're low on iron. You know what I mean? And it was all just through this small, you know, change in wanting to better myself because of me and of who God has called me to be. And you know, I realized that a healthy temple can do so much work for the Lord, but also like an unhealthy one can limit you from doing many things. So I'm content and I'm happy because God loves me just as I am, and I do too. So there's that. I love y'all. If nobody told you that they love you today, I did. So whoop on them. And yeah, guys, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.
This, that, that's a fact. This, that, don't you turn your back here and there just to